If there's one thing that you pick from the series of videos, I hope it's the fact that storytelling works. Storytelling works. Storytelling is the greatest force on planet Earth, according to Noah Yuval Harari. Storytelling is central to human identity and culture, according to Joseph Campbell and many, many, many other great academics. So storytelling works. If we tell good stories, things change. And there's something really beautiful that comes out of that, is that if you're telling stories as a brand or as an individual who is a storyteller and they're not working, I think what's really important is that as storytellers, we take responsibility for that, is that we know that we're doing something wrong, because stories themselves are not the problem. We know that. It's our ability as storytellers to tell good stories that is the problem if they're not working. We need to realize, and that's probably the most foundational mistake that we make as brands and as storytellers, is that we make it about us. So when we tell stories, all we're actually doing is providing a scaffolding for the receiver, or the story receiver's mind, to build the story around. And it's our imaginations that create the story. And so storytelling is never, ever, ever about the storyteller. Ever. It's always, always, always about the storyteller and creating a scaffolding for them to climb. The second reason why storytelling don't work, in my experience, is that we're just not doing the work to understand storytelling and the theories that go behind that. And so after 15 years of telling stories that were good but just not good enough to bring about the social change that Tomfoolery really feels called to, and we want to mentor millions and millions of African kids through the power of storytelling, I went back to school to study an honors in communication and culture studies, and now my master's, and hopefully we'll be able to take that through to a PhD. Is that there are so many theories and so many ideas and information that we can gain as storytellers. We're not alone. So the final 3 videos will give us 3 theories that work really well per campaigns. And the first theory that I want to give you in a campaign that it goes with is the theory of social cognitive theory. Now, I don't really have time to explain it in this video, although it's a central part of my master's and something I love and has really helped me tell good stories. One of the things it says is that when we see people like us change, we change ourselves. And so it's not necessarily a storytelling tool, it's a societal change tool that has been used very heavily in storytelling, as we'll see. And so I learned the theory of social cognitive theory, and then I was approached by the DA to help them with their election campaign 2 years ago. The great Chris Papas from the Mgeni municipality, and an incredible human, Chris Loebshaus. I really sat on the work of the DA, whether it was something I wanted to invest in because of the power of storytelling and using storytellers detrimentally, and aligning with a political party is very complex in South Africa, especially the DA, given its history. But because of the incredible track record of governance, I felt that it was a good investment from a storytelling perspective. And so working with Chris Loebshaus and Chris Papas, we designed this incredible campaign called 1+1, and we made hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they got millions of views. You'll still find them on TikTok, and they really made an impact. The campaign itself really gained a lot of regard, and some people say it was essential to the DA having the bit of the leverage to negotiate the GNU. But the reason why it worked is actually a really simple campaign from a storytelling perspective, is because we just took ordinary people in townships around South Africa and we got them to say why the DA had changed their life in Zulu. And incredibly simple idea, but it really worked. It just resonates. When you see someone saying the DA has helped me in vernacular, it just works. It's pretty straightforward. And what we did is we put that in WhatsApp status and built a whole beautiful campaign around that. The point comes back to the mistakes of storytelling. If your storytelling has not worked, don't make it about you, and definitely find theories. And social cognitive theory is primarily that. So if you're looking to hire a storytelling agency, make sure they're theory-based. Storytelling, yes, it's a creative art, and yes, it's beautiful and artistic, but primarily it's very, very theory-based. And so as artists, we must submit ourselves to the theory. We're not above it, and we're definitely not the reason for telling stories. We are the servants of the viewers themselves.
Let go and love.